Hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to the channel. Today is Sunday, March 3rd, 2024. New moon's approaching, 9th of March. I need to make a go, no go decision on whether or not I'm traveling to Alamo Lake State Park for new moon imaging. I'll make that decision tomorrow. So tonight I'm just doing some last minute planning and checking on what I've got planned as far as targets for that trip. And what I just wanted to show and share with you is a plugin that I've started to use called Target Planning, written by Tom Palmer, a plugin for N.I.N.A. If you follow the channel, you already know I'm using Tom Palmer's plugin called Target Scheduler. So I want to show you that. But first, just a quick overview of how I plan. I always look at Moon Giant, see that the, this is May. I was doing some forward planning there. So let's go into March, and we're looking at the new moon on the 9th. So I would start with that, and then I would go into Telescopius, and I'd put in the date, month and date, and so that would be the 9th, and I've got I would put the location that I'm going to be at, Alamo Lake, and then based upon some criteria, I want galaxies above 30 degrees for more than 2 hours. I'd get a list of targets here, and then I'd look at the transit curves and that type of stuff. But now what I do is I go into the Sky Atlas, and so let's put in the 8th, and then for object type, let's look at galaxies, and then let's hit search, and then I get a list of possible targets, and I'd look at where they are in their transit and those type of things. So that's one thing to give me a couple ideas. So here is M101. So what else is in here? We got M81. So let's take a look at that. This is, now that I got some target ideas, then I would go into the plugins, and I'd go into target planning. And I've just started to use this, but I think that this is a good tool, which I plan to use more. So my first night is the 8th, and I'm going to be there 6 days, translates to 5 nights. I'll take anything 25 degrees and above that's available for 2 hours. So this is the criteria on a per target basis that I'm going to be looking at. And I think we said M101. And we're in 101. Where's M101? There we go. And we can even then hit this button here. Takes me over to the framing wizard. Sees that it fits up pretty well. This is an instance of N.I.N.A that is managing my Edge HD8. And then I'd go back into the plugin, and I'd hit daily details. And then I start to get some high level information for M101 on the night of the 8th. It'll be available for 9 hours and 4 minutes based upon being above 25 degrees and not starting until astronomical twilight. And then I get information as to the amount of moon illumination, and then also the moon angle. And if I go in here, then drill down a little bit more, I see, okay, so here's its transit, and around this time here, it's going to be at the meridian, sometime in the 4 in the morning. So that's pretty cool. And then let's see where the moon is. Okay, this curve here is the moon. So again, no issue on the 8th. And then I can go and look at my last night and bring the moon in. And now you see it's starting to become a little bit more of a factor. And if I stayed some additional nights, then then the moon would be more prominent during the imaging hours. And then just for information, you could see its imaging season, which is a nice view. This is kind of what you would find in one of the Charles Bracken, I forget the title of the book, but it's kind of like an atlas of targets. And one of the pieces of information he provides is kind of a graph like this showing what the available imaging time will be. And as you can see here, around March 8th, we have above 8 hours available. I think it said 9 hours and 4 minutes. And so this is going to be the time that's available as we start to move through the year. And then there's an annual chart. I don't really look at this that much. I don't find value in it yet. Maybe there's some undiscovered value. But this is a tool that I've started to use for planning, and it will allow me to stay within N.I.N.A for my planning purposes. Again, I like Telescopius. It's a great tool, but I think I'm going to be spending more of my time here. And I already have M101 identified as a project in Target Scheduler. And, oh, I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Okay, so I don't have that identified yet, M101. So that'll be something that I'll be adding. I do have M81 in there with a plan. So let's go back to target planning. Let's go to M81. Note to self to add, oh, that's not 91. All right. And then we see for M81, starting on the 8th, it'll be available for 10 hours and 24 minutes. And then here is its transit. And then on the last night, that just kind of shows you the transit on the target. So again, I'm going to start using target planning in conjunction with target scheduler. If you've been following the channel, you know that I've been using target scheduler. And one of the features of target scheduler is it allows you to identify projects in advance, load them into the target management area of target scheduler, associate exposure plans, identify how many exposures per filter that you want to collect, and information like that. And then once you have your targets loaded in there, and also one of the things is the project enabled? So we say true. If we look at Horsehead in there, it's false. I don't have that enabled, and I don't have the Flame Nebula enabled. So then we come into, I want to know what is going to be imaged by target scheduler on the night of March 8th. So I come in here and I put the date in of the 8th, and I hit run. And what it has, it's going to start the evening with NGC 2403, which I think is Caldwell 7. And then later in the evening, it's going to switch and image M81. So if you're not familiar with both target scheduler and target planning, I'm finding a lot of value out of them. It might be something that you want to check out. And maybe you're an ASI Air Plus user right now and you're thinking about moving to N.I.N.A. Hopefully this gives you some information on some of the value that N.I.N.A, along with the plugins that are available, can provide, and give you a more robust planning platform for target selection and management of multiple targets in a night and those type of things. All right. Wherever you may be in the world, I hope you're looking forward to some good weather come March new moon. If you like this content, please smash the like button. That's very important to the channel. Always appreciated. If you have any questions about target planning plugin or target scheduler, hit me up with questions in the comments section. Again, as always, N.I.N.A Discord is a good tool, and you see that there is a target scheduler channel with a lot of information around target scheduler. Tom Palmer is always responsive as the developer of that plugin, and then just a great tool to have. So anyway, that's target planning. Thanks for dropping into the channel. See you next time.